In this video, we're going to be talking about the two most important types of questions you need to be asking in all your cross-examinations. Welcome to Law Venture. My name is Jarrett Stone, and before diving in, be sure to check in the description for some links to some freebies and a quiz so you can help determine your potential as a lawyer. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit. If you haven't seen the last video talking about the most important question that you need to be asking in all your cross-examinations, you may want to pause this video and go check it out. Or now that I think about it, you can probably just wait till the end of this video and then check it out. There is a little bit of overlap, but my recommendation is be sure to watch both so you can have a good grasp of not only the question you need to be asking, but the types of questions you need to be asking in all your cross-examinations. So let's talk about the two types of questions that you need to be asking in your cross-examinations. The first type I'm just going to simply refer to as your positive types of questions. And the second type, spoiler alert, are going to be your negative types of questions. Now, I won't spend too much time with the positives because these are what you're used to asking. These are essentially really boiled down to affirming to the jury that the witness either did something or saw something. Here's an example to make that a little bit more concrete. Let's say you're cross-examining a witness or a defendant, and that witness you can lock down and confirm to the jury was texting while driving or was driving over the speed limit. Or if it's an eyewitness, you can lock down exactly what that eyewitness saw. So these positive questions are what you're used to hearing. They're pretty basic, they're pretty fundamental. I won't spend too much time on them. Alternatively, the second types of questions, which I'm referring to as the negative questions because I can't come up with a better phrase, those are my favorite types of questions because you can really lock down what the witness chose not to do or didn't do, or if it's an eyewitness, what the witness didn't see. So that really gets the jury thinking. More importantly, it gets them being critical of the witness because the witness just told a story on direct, and that story, the jury is most likely gonna try and believe. But once you start poking holes on cross, remember, your entire purpose of cross-examination is to nuke that direct examination and to also tell your client's story through your lines of questions. Now, here's where things start getting fun with these negative types of questions. If the witness says that they did X, Y, and Z, then you can show that they didn't do certain other actions that maybe could have been safer or maybe could have prevented whatever the witness is complaining about. At the same time, if the witness is an eyewitness, you can start questioning them about, okay, maybe they saw one particular thing, but they didn't see other things. These other things are also very important. So how credible is that eyewitness if they just happen to have selective memory of one particular aspect of what they saw? And keep in mind, with a trial, it's sometimes a year or two down the road. So memory gets a little fuzzy and the story maybe starts changing a little bit. And you can really start poking holes in that story by showing, okay, yeah, this whole picture isn't there. And that allows the jury to actually start being a little bit more critical of what they're hearing. And they're also simultaneously hearing your story. And then they start coming around to your story and they start believing your client, even though your client's not up there testifying. And that's the real power of cross-examination. Now, I can keep kind of ranting about this, but I think you get the concept at this point. If you are confused about this when it comes to having positive types of questions or negative types of questions, then be sure to leave a question in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget the freebies below. My name is Jarrett Stone and I'll see you in the next video.